Hi, I'm Rasheed Ogunlaru, coach, speaker and author. I want to talk today a little bit about speaking because I'm often asked to give talks, speeches, seminars for organisations, for leadership development, for staff development, for team away days, as part of Global Entrepreneurship Week, as part of Black History Month, International Women's Day, whatever the event is, be it a public, spiritual, business development, career event, it's essentially the same, because when it comes to motivating, inspiring people, which is what I'm asked to do all the time, you need to know what it is that motivates that person. You need to know what it is that inspires that person. And very often within our lives, within our organisation, within our careers, even within our relationships, we're not inspired. We're not motivated. And this requires that we really need to go back to heart. Who is that individual? What is it that makes that person tick? What are we about as an organisation? What is it that we're trying to achieve? How is it that we can truly get the best out of people? How is it that we're able to really connect with people from the heart? When you're connecting with people from the heart, magic happens. People talk about winning over hearts and minds. Most of the time they're trying to win over people's minds, and they very rarely have people's hearts that go with them. Today's organisations that are really moving forward, today's individuals who are really moving forward and really making an impact, are people who are heart-centred. They are really connected. They're connected in what they're doing personally, professionally. They're connected to their organisation. They're connected to the charity that they're working for. They're connected in business. They're connected to their field of enterprise. They really are engaged as a leader, as an individual, as a field worker, whatever it is. And that's what the task is. To really stop, pause, reflect. Who are we? Where are we at? What are we trying to do? This is the invitation for you too. And it's a very simple process of just pausing, reflecting, reviewing, celebrating, recognizing what everybody in your team, what everybody in your life brings to the table. And to give yourself the space to explore, who am I? Where am I at? Why am I here? How does this fit into my life? How can I genuinely be of and give of my best in my life, in my career, in this business, in this organisation, as this leader, as this manager, as this team member? If that's what really appeals to you, then do drop me a line. But merely taking that time and that space to stop, reflect, and to regroup can be very, very powerful. And so whether you have regular events or whether you have periodical events, I really do invite you to stop and to take that time to spend with those staff members, to really see them, to recognise them, to find out what it is that inspires them, what motivates them, what they're trying to achieve now, later on in their career. Don't be afraid of that. It can be very magical. It's taking that time that really makes people really, really loyal and tied into an organisation. And they'll be loyal whether they stay with you, or they'll be loyal whether it is that they move on. And that's the only way that the organisation really is going to really be organised. It's really going to be very effective. It's really going to be productive and creative. You know, people in organisations often say that they operate on as little as 40% of their potential. Do you even know what the potential of your staff is? Do you feel as though your own potential is being tapped into? And this is what we're talking about. And so more often than not, when people ask me to come in, they may well think, okay, Rasheed, we're doing this strategic planning session, can you lead this? Or we're doing this team development session, can you help us with this? Or we're doing this particular event or whatever. But more often than not, what's really required is really connecting with people at heart. This is not your centre. If we're working merely with the mind, how can we win hearts and mind? Very often we'll only have a situation where things are very mindless. When you're really able to connect with somebody at their core, at their centre, at their heart, you're really able to get them inspired, motivated, engaged, energised, productive. That's the invitation of life. Thank you.